welcome to Toronto. Great to have you here. Have you ever been here before?
I haven't. I've never been to Canada before.
My goodness. I hope you're here for a week so you can tour the city.
I leave tonight.
All right. Well, we're gonna have you back.
I want to come back.
All right. There you go. That's the deal. Yeah. Congratulations. You did
Thank you.
such an awesome job in this. And I'm watching this movie and I'm going, man, this girl had it she was so good. She just knew what she was doing and she was a pro. And then I find out you had never rapped before. Yeah, you'd been in you'd acted and stuff. But what were you thinking when Jeremy came to you and said, I want you to be the lead of this movie?
I mean, he asked me to come and do the Sundance Directors Lab. So he was like, I want you to come workshop this movie with me. Not do it. So that was a little, if he just said, you're doing this movie, I would have been like, no, I'm not. But he basically said, I want you to come do the labs. And I thought he was insane because I'm super different from Patti.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of the skills that Patti had or the accent, or I didn't even know that world. I'd never been to Jersey. So it was in 2 weeks as well, the labs from when he told me. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I loved the script and I could relate to Patti in other ways. It's a coming of age story. I think everyone can relate. It also just sounded like an amazing experience. So I was like, okay, let's do it. But I'm warning you, I can't rap. And he was like, yeah, well, you're going to have to, but it's fine if you're not good.
But you did it. And, it took you, close to 18 months. I mean, that's determination. That's commitment, my friend. Wow. Was there ever a point where you were like, I just can't,
I was definitely worried because after we did the labs, it was really exciting. I was like, okay, I rapped 3 times and they weren't necessarily great, but they were there-ish. And also, it was exciting because it was like I did something that I didn't think I could do. Mm-hmm. But it also was so not where it needed to be yet. And when I was practicing in those 18 months, and, we didn't have funding. We didn't know if it was going to get made. But I was practicing just with this hope that it would. And Jeremy just he's very good with his, beliefs and intuition. Yeah. And he was like, no, it's going to happen. It will. And you're going to do it with me. It's going to be good. And I was like, okay. And I trusted that, I mean, not entirely because you never trust it until it happens. But I was like, I'm going to practice and work my butt off in the hopes that it does. Yeah. And I did. And in that time, I was like, I don't see how I'm ever going to do it. And then especially right before we started production, I've got the original songs. There are a lot of them. Jeremy's changing the lyrics. Yeah. Up until the moment before, and it's just it's very overwhelming. You're like, I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull this off. This is very scary. But the only option is to just do it and try. And if you fail, it happens. I had to do the first rap that we did on set. I got only a few days before, and it wasn't very good, and I got cut. But that was the beauty of it. Jeremy's like, if it sucks, we can cut it.
Yeah. But lots of great stuff did get in,
But it was good that I just did it. I was like, I did it, and it wasn't great, but I still did it. And I got it out of the way the first time. Yeah. And then I got cut. And then the next time was way better.
Well,
and
it
did get cut, so it's good.
I love her determination. Nothing really does get her down. She just, even every moment when something bad happens, she just keeps going. To me, it seems like you might be the same way.
Yeah, I think we are kind of the same way in that. I think Patti actually lets it get her down a little bit more than I do. I guess I do the same thing. I guess I go to my best friends and I'm like, oh, I'm just stressed about this. But I never let things get me down too much. Good. That's just kind of how I am. I'm in a tough industry. Yeah. There's a lot of rejection. So you just got to be like, okay, next one. Yeah. Next one.
Oh, you got lots coming up too. I am not worried about you. What's it like to be called the breakout, of Sundance and the next big thing in Hollywood? How do you handle something like that?
I mean... You take it a day at a time. Yeah. That's all you can do. There are a lot of people that are told that and that are that. I mean, there are a lot of actors. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just one of many. But I'm getting more opportunities than I ever have before. And that's really incredible because I love being on set and I love being able to act. So the fact that I'm getting to do what I love, I'm awesome. So happy.
Good for you. I love the fact that she's so close to her grandmother and that her grandmother becomes, part of the rap thing. PB&J. I love it. I was singing PB&J when I walked out of that theater for hours. But how cool is that to work with Kathy Moriarty? I mean, really.
Amazing.
Wow.
Really, really incredible. She's like family to me now. I mean, she knows my whole family. Every time I see her, she's like, "How's the family?" She's amazing. She's really just such a warm, giving person. I've met her whole family. It's just the way it is,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's good.
She's great like that.
So do you like break into rap now? Like, is it something that comes very naturally, or you just, once you were done, it was like, I kind of put this muscle away?
Once I was done, I had to just let it go. And there's also that like post filming kind of depression that happens where you're like, oh my God, I've been working on this for 2 years and now it's over.
Yeah.
And that was very weird. But then a few months later, it's like, oh, we've got a day and a half of reshoots. And I'm like, yay. And it's still going. You know, I've been working on this for 3 years now, or just over 3 years. So it's funny that it's still Patti Cakes is in my life.
Yeah, well, good. You know, I think she's going to be with you for your whole life. 'Cause
I think
she's
so too.
such a special character.
I don't know that I'll ever do anything this mentally challenging again.
Yeah.
It was a huge mental challenge, but it also helped me grow a lot as a person, which I think is great.
So what else is next? What are we going to see in?
I'm doing a movie called Dumpling. I start shooting in a few weeks. I'm really excited about it.
What's that about?
It's about a girl who joins a beauty pageant kind of in spite of her mom, who is an ex-beauty queen.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah. Played by Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
So,
Nice. Yeah. Very good.
But very different kind of vibes. There's drag queens. There's a lot of Dolly Parton. There's a lot of like first love and trying to figure that out.
Fabulous.
And kind of the confidence that you have as
Sounds
a
like
teenage
fun.
grown up.
Oh,
Yeah.
good stuff. Well, we look forward to seeing everything that you're doing. You're just wonderful, and you were so
Thank you.
fantastic in this. Congratulations, and good luck to you with everything.